Game number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Map Secluded Expanse. It's currently 2 wins to 1 for Skady in this best of 5 series. It's an absolute cracker of a series. And I don't want to wait any longer. Getting in to game number 4, spawning in the left side of the map, picking his tried and true, calling the veto there, as he wants to see something a little bit different on this map. So we're going to be jumping back out. What a crazy series thus far. Both these players have been playing absolutely insanely well. It's I don't know what to say. I think every single series in this tournament could have arguably been a final in a different tournament. That's how stacked this tournament is. It's so absurdly exciting and fun, and I for one am just stoked to be seeing it. As we see the game starting up yet again. In the left side of the map, we do have Kvoth spawning in the blue color. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Loki here is Skady. It's 1 win to 2 wins, and Skady picking Loki here. This is scary. This is scary. Secluded Expanse is effectively Oasis hunt levels without the Oasis. So it's technically an open map. It's technically an open map. And I, for one, believe that this map, as much as you Loki haters want to disbelieve this, this is a Loki map. This is 100% a Loki map. Let me go through why it's a Loki map and why you haters don't understand Age mythology on a high level. I'm calling you out here on this one. 1, map control means you can take your opponent's hunt. So there is a possibility here, if you're aggressive enough early, you can get an extra hunt patch. 2, this map is high herdable. If it's low hunt, high herdable, it means your opponent is slow as well as you are slow. But it also means you don't have anything that can be raided. So you can put pressure onto sides of the map, these sides of the map, put pressure on, get a safe classical age or heroic age. And you can win with Battle Ball, full gold send, market, buy food, mythic age, those kind of things. Incredibly strong here. We'll see what Skady's going to do. I think Skady is as happy as he could possibly be to see Gaia on this map. If I was Kvoth, I would have been thinking about saving Gaia for Arabian Basin. We've been seeing Gaia do really, really well on Arabian Basin. It's a really, really long map. It's in the starting town centers. Locations are as far apart as possible. It's got a really safe second town center for a fast second town center. It's a really boomy map. But Kvoth deciding to not go for it and trying to pull the trigger and finish the series early here. In this series, he wants to win with Gaia. He is incredibly strong with the Gaia, and we'll see what's going to happen. Now, the big thing is that Skady needs to remember is that Gaia is not Uranus. Gaia is not Kronos, and especially Kvoth's Gaia, very, very strong, very, very good at dealing with things like Heimdall rushes. I really don't want to see Skady go for Heimdall here. The 4-SETI style is the way to go, as we do see a spy getting dropped. The villager already over on this secondary hunt. If you take a look at exactly how much hunt is here, you can see that there is 8 gazelle here, which I believe, 6 gazelle is 900 food. So you get 1,200 food there from that gazelle patch, which is effectively equal to about 4 giraffe. So a really, really high amount of food. And we do see the temple coming down for Skady. Really, really close. We'll see if he is going for Heimdall. While Heimdall might not be suicide, I don't know if it's an amazing call because those spider eggs are really, really tough to deal with. But he will be able to push off this location really early here as well. As the ox cart coming down, the villager is going to move up onto this location. We see Oceanus coming through now for Kvoth. As Skady, he picks Heimdall. Skady's watched the soup video. Skady's watched the Soup versus More matchup, and he says, "Let's do it. Let's make it happen. As we do see some hero oracles coming over onto this location. This is absolutely insane here by Kvoth. Obviously, Kvoth has got some resources to throw in onto this location, but the villagers, they can just turn around and shank away. Just literally just one villager turning around. He's going to be able to defend this. What's the relic up here that could get picked up? Oseberg Wagon, not the worst relic there in the world to pick up, though probably not going to be something which we're going to be seeing have much of an impact in this game at all, as the villager does come over here, going to be sending that oracle away from the house for the time being, as the units waiting idly by over here. The question is going to be, will Skady be able to get a building block here to prevent those citizens from retreating away? As the Hersa come through, Heimdall is 93% of the way through, and we do indeed see the Carnivora coming through over here, and that's going to be a house lost there. But the citizen getting caught out over here as we see a longhouse getting dropped over onto this location. The Carnivora, the Caladria healing this one up as the citizen do retreat back here, and Kvoth doesn't lose out too heavily on this location. The whole like trying to steal some goats away here. Will he get that or not is the big question there. Skady dropping some houses down. Where is the big question as Undermine does come down onto this location. Does he see it fast enough is the big question. It looks like he does not see it fast enough. The military barracks will be able to stay up, and we see double military barracks here for Kvoth as the Hersa are coming through here. But what this means for Skady is, if he notices that, and he should see it with those spied citizen, he's going to be able to start making not just Hersa in this game. As the Murmillo coming through, we do see the citizen attempting to rebuild this location over here as we see some houses coming up over here. I would love to have seen the houses on the gold mine. You know exactly what Kvoth is going to do, and Kvoth loves moving onto those spots there as we see watchtowers coming through onto this location. Yeah, I feel like, oh, the troll spawn is actually gigantic here for Skady in this one. He's going to be able to use that troll to take out those villages. Skady screwed this up somehow. He should have been able to kill off that tower there, but it's now completely surrounded by a forest. And for Skady to take this one out, he's going to be having a really, really tough time here. What he can do is come in, move it over onto this location here, and leave the troll here to take out a citizen on this gold mine. As we do see the citizen do move over there. Skady would have noticed that if he'd been checking that one out. As you do see the troll moving back over here, trying to take down some citizen there. But Kvoth is currently 35 of 35 population. He can drop a house over here. He's dropping the house in his main base. He's got himself the watchtowers. He's completely defended here. And I think Skady is just, I don't know what he did. I think he didn't realize exactly how the undermine works. You got to really watch that Soup video. If you guys haven't seen it, he's got a video on YouTube that explains exactly how to play the undermine, how to use the undermine, and how to do the Heimdall rush. As we do see the units pushing through here, going to take down this mana relatively fast. There's no upgrades on the mana. For some reason, I thought there might have been, as some of those thrown axemen getting targeted down over here. We do see the citizen attempting to repair this one back up. Use that troll there to snipe that one down. Wouldn't go astray, as both of those houses getting cleaned up. Skady trying to throw them down all around the map here. I do love the usage of the Carnivora here from Kvoth this game, though, as the mana is just simply going to get placed back onto this location. Kvoth is just enjoying this gold mine over here, as Skady has to pull back here, throwing down the house on this location here. He's getting housed here from those Carnivora all over the place. This Skraeling needs to continue getting houses down. One thing that can start happening now for Skady is he can start getting those Einhjar down, which means he doesn't need a gold star here. All he needs to do is kind of kill off this tower, and he can actually push in and kill off the actual hometown center, as the Kvoth Murmillo is starting to move forward. One thing that Soup does in these matchups, and the reason he does the Heimdall, is he moves forward and he grabs this hunt. There's hunt over here as well, so Skady could be all over the map at this point, as we do see the units now trying to pull in, take out this watchtower over here. The tower here doing so much damage, though. It's picking off. Look at all those units. 1, 2, 3, 4 dead units there, as Kvoth is just leaving the base. He says, I don't need anything over here anymore, as the throwing axeman going to be able to pick off some of these units. We do see a troll spawn here, though. Every single fight that happens here for Skady is going to be more myth unit spawns, which is going to be really difficult to deal with, as we do see the houses in the middle of the map getting taken out. A couple couple of Hersa come over here to spot that gold mine getting grabbed there as the units pushing forward. 79 population for Skady to 75 population for Kvoth as the army coming back over here, going to try and take down those Mamillos. The house is getting cleaned up. Skady still putting houses down all around the map, giving little different locations for Kvoth to target down. It's beautiful micro here from Skady, but good micro from Kvoth as well here. As the unit's getting cleaned up over there, the mana going to go down. You could take out that Carnivora as well, as the unit's going to come over here and actually defend on that location there. We're seeing more INR coming out for Skady here as he's trying to get more and more units. As the Mamillo moving through over here, going to look to try and target down the main base. We do see the gold mine just about to expire over here as we see another Carnivora coming through onto this location here. But I imagine Skady will be able to pick off that one before too much damage is done, as the army does kind of high-five each other. They're both completely fine over there. One Hersa does decide to come over there and will take out that Carnivora, but not before a house is taken down, and Kvoth just decides she's going to delete it, kill off the house, delete the Carnivora. Nice play where that's concerned. As the army retreating back over, we see this mana is getting targeted down yet again. Houses are the answer in this matchup, as Kvoth trying to just get as much damage as he possibly can done here. As another house coming up over here, Skady doing a really nice job of keeping himself in a good position here. As the INR coming through, and do we see any upgrades coming through for the INR? Not just yet. He's got himself 26 favor in the back. We've got some hero Terma over there. Very key units here, as the Hersa on that location does get cleaned up very easily. We see Skady pushing forward here underneath the main base of Kvoth, not quite able to make it work. Just look at all the wood in the bank here for Kvoth. He's going to start throwing farms down as the goats starting to exhaust up here. Farms coming down for Skady as well. Will Skady ever decide to move across the map here and go for this hunt or not? Not sure he's actually scattered it or not. 85 population for Skady as he's retreating back. The Kvoth army still very strong here in the back, as Skady does decide to turn around, getting some good damage done onto those Mamillo there, as he picks off a Terma, a throwing axeman on the way out. He's completely fine there. Hostberg wagon still in the middle of this base here. Is he going to pick that up or not is the big question. Meanwhile, still more houses getting taken down over here, as Skady getting more units out. He's fallen behind on the production quite significantly, 32 villages to 14. So Kvoth hasn't stopped any production here just yet, as the INR coming through over here, getting some good damage done. The units retreating back over here, as now we see the Kvoth unit starting to push out. Does the Carnivora see this? I think it might see just the edge of that dwarf there or something, because the army of Kvoth is saying, let's go after that gold mine straight away here. But the question really is going to be, can Skady deal with this? And I think Skady needs some raiding cavalry here, and this is something which Soup does when he does these Heimdall rushes. He gets some raiding cavalry out as well. As the army now pushing through, Skady going to have to pull back over here. Will we see an attack on this front here? We see a Gaia forest coming through here. The dwarves getting targeted down. Skady not paying attention on this location over here, as one ox cart is getting taken out over here. We see Skady retreating back over here, as the throwing axeman getting taken down. The dwarves going to be taking these units out as best as he can. He has to send an ox cart over. There is one on this location. He can move over here if he so chooses. No dwarves getting taken down there just yet, as the army pushing through over here. Looks like the throwing axeman will get a good amount of damage done. They do get that boost there from the INR, getting some good axes thrown onto those Mamillo, but the Mamillo pulling back there. As an ox cart does come through, the dwarves off of this location for the time being, as a handful of Hersa coming through to deal with that. As the Terma coming in onto this position, we do see some more hero Terma coming through here, as Kvoth still trying to make this fight work, still trying to take out those INR. They do so much damage. There's 7 of those there at this moment, as we do see the units pushing through over here. The Carnivora can get taken down very easily on this position as well, as the Hersa are in now to deal with this. Do we see any upgrades through for Kvoth? No, he hasn't gotten the serrated blade or whatever it's called from Oceanus. It's a bit of an expensive upgrade here. As the INR coming through, we do see the Terma able to snipe down a troll immediately there, pulling back. We don't even see a Terma trade for that one troll here, as the villagers moving back over onto this hunt over here, as the Hersa are going to sit on this location, just defending that as best as he possibly can. But look at this, Kvoth getting himself irrigation. Kvoth defending beautifully. Kvoth's gold mine expiring though. This is where things get scary. Kvoth doesn't have the gold to advance here. He could cut one Terma in advance, but He doesn't have the gold just yet. He's still putting pressure over here. We do see a handful of units coming in onto this location here as the villagers need to fight this one off. As the gatherer is moving up onto this location, there is a thrown axeman over here as the army gets a huge fight over here, dealing with some really, really good damage. This is exactly what Skady needs. Meanwhile, over here, the Carnivora does get sniped down. The Murmillo are pulling back. He does see the dwarves, the gatherers over here grabbing this gold mine, and Kvoth will be able to advance to the next stage. This is going to be absolutely huge for Kvoth going up through Thea. He needs a temple up to get himself anything, but right now Skady needs to put all of his efforts into coming and preventing any gold from getting grabbed on this location over here as the gatherers get pulled back. Longhouse going down over here. One ox cart down. How many ox carts do you need, Skady? Skady says villager ox cart is the aim, as he's not paying attention to his maybe it's completely fine. He's not paying attention to his production here. Just trying to get as many of those out as he possibly can. As the medium Murmillo pulling back, where is Kvoth going to get resources from? He's going to build a market. He's going to build a market and sell resources here. That has to be the option. Where's the temple? Kvoth hasn't thrown his temple up just yet. He's going to get to the heroic age, but not get his Stymphalian bird. That's absolutely huge. A Herso coming back over here as the military barracks getting taken down. Kvoth in a very, very difficult position right now as the army pushing through. Those Aini are all getting sniped down. As Skady says, I've had enough of this. There's the heroic age for Kvoth, but yeah, no. He's getting the market up, but he's got no trade, or he's got no temple, so he's got no Stymphalian bird. This is not going to help him out kind of in the slightest here as the Murmillo coming back in onto this location. Obviously, the market helps him out. He will be able to get himself a ton of food out of, or gold out of this location to repopulate his units, and he will be able to start getting Arcus, which is going to be a really, really big help moving forward. There's still no gold villages right now coming through. As what can Kvoth do? Does he just try and get Mythic Age here and get for an implode? That could be absolutely huge. If he can get enough resources in to get implode here, it would be absolutely bonkers strong. But Skady needs to think about himself going to the next age here as he's trying to deal with this location of he's got 5 ox carts here. Has he noticed it? Yes, he has. He's trying to build just dwarves now. How many ox carts do you want? I think maybe deleting some of them wouldn't go astray. Get himself a little bit of population. Every one of these ox carts is a population. So he's currently got 5, 6, 7, 8 ox carts in population right now, which isn't really that much in the grand scheme of things, but we do see a temple coming through now for Kvoth as well. I do think the idea of not building any units here and going for an implode is not the worst of ideas, but you might find yourself getting crashed into and losing a town center before you even get there, or Kvoth is doing it. He sells all of the wood there as well as the army pushing through. Those Arcus going to be defending nicely over here as well, as he needs to just sell just a little bit more resources here to advance to the Mythic Age, and he's very, very close to being able to do that. Meanwhile, another raid coming through as the dwarves going to get pulled off of this location. Atlas on the way. Kvoth is so smart. This is exactly the play. He's going to be able to pick off every single one of these throwing axemen with no real trade necessary here. But the question is going to be, will Skady read this? He's got some time here to take out this location. He moves forward. He's taking out every single one of these units here. He's still building. No, he's not getting INR anymore. He's got himself 97 favor in the bank, and he's retreating away, not going after the town center Atlas here very, very shortly. Still lots of trade values here. 53 food for 100 gold, 51 wood for 100 gold at this point as well, as the dwarves moving around here, going to be moving on to this gold mine over here. You'd have to expect, as the Terma getting pushed back, you could send those villagers kind of anywhere. You've got so many ox carts to spread them out onto, as Atlas just about to, 60% of the way through here. Skady just about to advance through to the next age as well. But villager difference here, 18 to 36 here. Still a gold starve going on. The wood just about to be expired over here, as well as more military barracks coming down. We've seen more citizen going to start getting trained here as the Murmillo is searching around the map for these gold villages. And you could just move on to this gold mine over here, but I think things would be just a little bit scary there as implode is coming in. Bragi on the way, though, for Skady. as, I mean, doesn't have a lot of resources in the bank here. We do see the units coming through over here as they're going to start fighting on this location. Kvoth's still in search of that location there, and we do see the implode getting dropped down as the units over here do get cleaned up. Skady's at 86 population. All of these units here getting cleaned up. Look at that population drop. Will he be able to get away? No, he won't. Everyone getting dragged in there from 80 population down to 60 population. All the houses going down as well as Kvoth immediately moves onto this gold mine over here, drops the palace down with 10 citizen. It's getting spied, but it doesn't matter here. There's going to be, is there a temple? Yes, there is. So there's going to be an Argus to deal with Battle Boar as well as Skady here. The difference now though, is that gold right now can buy 93 food. So what Skady can do is throw his market down and buy food here to get to the mythic age if he needs to. But look at the score difference right now as the Murmillo does find the gold mine here. Skady is battling this one as best as he can. We'll see what he's going to be able to do here in this game. But Kvoth has got himself a gold mine. Kvoth's got himself a palace, which means he's going to have fanatics coming out here. And it's going to be a long time before Skady gets to the next age here. As Skady now moves his gatherers onto this location here, a temple going to be coming through. We see the army coming through onto this location as well, as Kvoth is so far in front of Skady here. 75 to 105 population. Battle Boar aren't going to be that much of a help here either, as the temple did get taken out. That meant no Battle Boar for, no free Battle Boar for Skady either here, as the Ox Cart does go down. The dwarves running around the map trying to figure out where they can go. One term is sitting on that gold mine there as Kvoth defends for the entire game. We see a town center getting thrown up here as well, as these houses on this location over there as well. The dwarves retreating back, villagers moving over here onto this gold mine, as the Terma will be spotting that one though. We see Skady trying to get back up to full population. Do have to remember he does still have himself flaming weapons, so there is still another really strong fight remaining here for Skady. But will it matter or not, as Skady is checking around in this corner here for a gold mine? I do not think there is one there in the slightest, as these dwarves or villagers going to try and take out the Terma there, but Kvoth too fast on that location there, as the Arcus Hero Term are going to turn around, take out those myth units over there as well. Kvoth up to 2 town centers. The fanatics starting to come out as well. Look at the upgrades here for Kvoth. He doesn't have any pickaxe here. He's got irrigation, and that's it. Trying to move around the map, trying to pick off units left, right, and center. We will be seeing Skady getting that final house up, but can he get through to a respectable amount of military here to click flaming weapons in this game or not? As the army does find these villages over here, but plenty of villages on this gold mine for the time being here. Are we seeing Battle Boar getting created? Not just yet. 100 favor for Skady in this one, as we've got heavy Arcus coming in. These houses getting taken down over here as well, as Kvoth is literally unrelenting in this game, dealing with houses left, right, and center, as the dwarves moving up onto this gold mine over here as well. As this Arcus going to get taken down, as we do see the army starting to move forward onto this position. Skady needs to make sure he gets his houses back up before he clicks flaming weapons. Otherwise, he won't get the myth unit spawns that he wants to. As the houses going down over here, there's still more to get taken out on this location here. Kvoth's got plenty of resources in the bank still, as the Stymphalian bird getting chased away. One or two more shots onto it. Will it be enough? Does manage to take down the Stymphalian bird there, as the army now pushing over onto this gold mine. The gold villagers moving away. They could potentially come onto this gold mine over there, as well as more houses getting cleaned up over here. Skady needs to click flaming weapons soon, and there he goes, dropping that flaming weapons down onto this position, trying his darnest to win this fight over here. How are the armor upgrades? We see copper mail, and we see 1 Valkyrie spawn here, as Skady's got 79 of 85 population remaining. The army coming through onto this location over here, as the villagers getting pulled off of that one, trying to get more gold out. His temple here not producing Battle Boar at all, as Skady not able to survive in this game, as Kvoth manages to dethrone Skady, one of the best, one of the greatest of all time here. Kvoth showing how strong you can play. This was, I'm not gonna lie, this series was so well played by both players. I just mind blown how well both of these guys played this game. What an insane series here. Kvoth wins it in 4, but my God, the strategy here from Kvoth, he got just enough gold out of that second gold mine to get to the heroic cage, and he just goes, trade, buy food, sell food, sell wood, get to the mythic age, implode, is game ending there for Skady, and he just cannot continue. Skady not able to make the Heimdall work. He must have misclicked the undermine on this watchtower, because I think what Skady expected to happen was an undermine getting clicked here, and then it comes through and hits the mana and hits the tower. But he misclicked it, and that tower was so huge for Kvoth in this match. If that tower isn't there, then I reckon Skady wins this game in like 8 to 10 minutes here in this game. But because he gets the gold mine, because that undermine didn't work out, Kvoth got enough gold here to get to the next stage, and he gets the dub. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.